be more than friends. I wanna be more. I wanna be more than friends. I wanna be.
Hey, so this is a track I was working on at the end of last year, and it's actually the only track I was able to structurally finish, and by that I mean have something for the intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and bridge, because it ain't R&B without a bridge, of course. It was just one of those years. We ain't gonna get into that today, but I really like what I was able to make here, so I thought I'd share it with you and recreate it here on the channel, whilst talking through my approach and thought processes as we get back into the spirit of beat making here on the channel, and hopefully you can find some inspiration in what I'm showing here today. So what you heard in the intro there was in fact the bridge with some vocals from Splice, which I was using as inspiration. But I also did this for the chorus, pre-chorus, and verse too.
Ride with me, ride with me, try with me, come fly with me. Got a one-way ticket to a good night.
So with the vocals as my backdrop, I decided to start this one with the chords. However, instead of playing them straight as I often do, you know, by playing each chord on the first beat of each bar and holding it and letting it ring out, I decided I wanted to create a bit of a groove instead. And I ended up playing each chord just before the third beat. This was pretty instinctive as that's the feel the vocal gave me. But for your information, when we play just before the beat or a beat, we call this pushing or pushed. I've pushed the chord just before the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how the chord came just before the third beat. And with that groove established, the drums were next.
Ride with me, try with me, come fly with me. Got a one-way ticket to a good night.
As you can already tell, we've got a 90s feel going on here. The chords set that up, but the timbre, pattern and swing of the drums really solidified the vibe for me. And there's a ton of swing on this drum pattern. I didn't quantize it at all, but this caused me a bit of problems, I cannot lie, because the vocal just didn't match up quite right with the groove. It's still not perfect, to be honest with you, but we're not really aiming for perfection per se, but I did want to get it a bit close to the groove so it's less disjointed as that's how it sounded originally. And I ended up using flex time to remedy this, just shifting different parts of the vocal in line with my drum pattern and moving different MIDI elements to try and match the groove a bit better also. And that's exactly what I did with the bass to fully lock it in with the drums.
Ride with me, try with me, come fly with me. Got a one-way ticket to a good night. Got a one-way ticket, catch a good vibe.
So when working on the pre-chorus, as you know, I had this vocal that I was using for inspiration, but it didn't have any BVs with harmonies to go along with it. This is why I like working with vocals, because now I'm solving problems that don't really exist, and I really wanted to add harmonies. And this led me to pulling up Glaze 2 to try and artificially add some.
You, me, we could both stay at home and hide away so nobody finds us. Babe, just another day.
And it's super subtle, but it helps create that lift and separation from the verse to the pre. Another element that I added to the pre-chorus was this bell-like sound that plays off the bass line.
You, me, we could both stay at home and hide away so nobody finds us. Babe, just another day.
And I like this because it keeps the same rhythm, but it's just playing the first and third notes instead, creating its own groove, but one that fits with and accents the groove of the bass. For the chorus, I kept it largely the same, but fleshed out a little more with some strings and an FM tine.
I've been thinking about your love tonight, yeah. Two hearts gonna make our worlds collide, baby. I just wanna be the one that treats you right. Two-step in me, baby, slide, slide.
And this time I'm playing each chord on the first beat. So this creates that juxtaposition between the verse and chorus and makes the groove sound even better when we drop back into the verse. Alright, bridge time. I was actually able to find vocals with BVs for the bridge from the same pack, and they sound really good. I mean, the vocalist on this pack has done an excellent job. It's one of the best packs I've heard on Splice, if I'm going to be honest. and it really allowed me to lean into that 90s vibe. Check this out.
Two-step in me, baby, slide, slide. I wanna be more than friends. I wanna be more. I wanna be more than friends. I wanna be.
So the keys here are layered with that FM tine that we spoke about just a moment ago, the first EP sound you heard in the verse, the bell sound, and some strings. And altogether it gives it that lush soundscape that I was after. But for the second half, I wanted to add the bass, but I bring it in one bar early to make the last chord more impactful as we land on the home chord. And all throughout the track, I found these small 4-beat pockets to do something interesting with the bass, and the bridge is no different. I accent the bass with this nice little trill as we move into the second part of the bridge. And again, use the bass to lead us out of the bridge and back into the chorus.
I wanna be more than friends. I wanna be more. I wanna be more than friends. I wanna be. I wanna be. I wanna be more than friends. I wanna be more. I wanna be more than friends. I wanna be. I wanna be.
And that's the track. Hope you liked it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. For a 70s R&B feel track, check out this video here. I've been Stefan, and as always, happy beat making.